County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session and calls number 333-050. The case is styled the State of Texas versus Deja Danette Collins. Ms. Collins, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Collins, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Collins, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Collins, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Collins?
All right.
That's good. Now, Ms. Collins, I have before me a document that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. This document is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about July 27 of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespassing. Ms. Collins, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
To this charge, Ms. Collins, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, Ms. Collins, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Collins, I also have before me on this computer tablet a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It is also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1. Ms. Collins, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, there are a set of initials, DC, that are on a line that's next to a box that's check nolo contendere, which means no contest. Ms. Collins, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
And on the next page of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Ms. Collins, is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
On the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And at the bottom of this document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Ms. Collins, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And at the top of the same document, there are 2 boxes that's checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Collins, did you sign a document out there on paper that is titled Discovery Certification?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Collins, before you signed and initial all of these documents that I have just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Mr. Jackson, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
True.
They're true. Now, Ms. Collins, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now, State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment, and State's Exhibit number 2, the probable cause affidavit. State, would you like to offer States 1 and 2?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers Stage 1 and Stage 2.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
No,
Okay, no
sir.
objections. State's Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted, and Mr. Mr. Jackson, you have advised and counseled Ms. Collins. Is there any evidence that she's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Jackson, you're also waiving a record in this case, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And Ms. Collins, your attorney, Mr. Jackson, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Collins, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial, and I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest in this case, the state is recommending confinement in the Jefferson County Jail for a period of 10 days, Your Honor. We're asking that the defendant be given credit for the 10 days she has already spent in jail, making this a time-served plea agreement, Your Honor. And lastly, we're asking that the court use the time served to both tax and retire the court costs.
Ms. Collins, the state is offering that you serve 10 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail because you've already served 10 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the 10 days that you have already served. The court cost in this case, Ms. Collins, is $342, but you will not be required to pay the court cost because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Ms. Collins, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Collins, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Collins, if you do not have anything else holding you in jail, you should be getting out of jail today. This will conclude your case. Please knock on the door, follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day.
You too.
And Mr. Jackson, this is your last case. You're free to go as well, and you have a blessed day. And make sure you get a paperwork to the bailiff. And Mr. Johnson, you're free to go as well. Oh, and Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Is there a dismissal on a Daniel Santana?
Yes, sir. There is a dismissal on the Daniel Santana, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Okay. Everyone, yeah. Mr. Porter, you free to go?
All right.
Okay. Everyone, please have a blessed day.
You do the same, Your Honor. Thank you, Lamar.
All right, thanks, bro.
This will conclude the special review docket on today's date of February 16th of 2022 in County Court at Law Number 2, Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have